All right, welcome back to my YouTube channel, everybody. This is George from LGW3 Orchids and Exotics. Figured I would just do a quick little walkthrough greenhouse today. It's been a while, maybe give some updates on some plants, some new blooms that are starting to emerge, things like that. So again, if you've been following my channel, this here is my overwintering area just outside the greenhouse there. You can see pretty cool. Got a nice bright light up there. Basically keeps everything nice and bright and happy. Temperature wise, it doesn't go any lower than 60 degrees in here. I do cut back on some of the watering on some of the plants in here, but overall everything just does fine. So you can see here, I've got some of my catasetums overwintering, a hibiscus here. This is a really large bulbophyllum. Take a look at that. That's my hand to the leaf size. So this guy here grows fairly quick when it's kept warmer. Again, it's kind of on the cooler side now, so it's not growing as quick. You can see down there, I have a catasetum that has some buds on it. I believe that's a Rebecca Northern. Really super fragrant. My dragon plant, this guy's gone really out of control over there, growing tall. Some new leaves on the olive tree. This is the banana tree, just kind of stagnant. And this is a Calamanda. And take a look at this guy. Actually got this from a friend of mine. This was an air layering project that he did. Take a look at that. So because the air layering was done on a large plant, probably, let's say at least 4 feet tall by probably 2 feet. It was already of blooming size. So when he did the air layering, I guess as far as the hormones and development of the plant was already established enough to bloom at this size. So yeah, it's doing really well. Got another lemon tree there. All right. Let's take a look at the main greenhouse. All right. So let's go check it out. All right. So there we go. See everything nice and happy. Nice little wide angle shot there. So I've been using the RO water. As you know too, if you've been following my channel, I started that back in, I want to say September, October. And I don't know, that with the controlled amount of TDS I put in the water based on fertilizing has just made everything go crazy. I mean, look at the size of that pseudobulb. Nice, thick, plump, lush green leaves. So let's go ahead, take a look. A lot of new plants in here. Oh, here you go. Here is a Phalaenopsis philippinensis. Take a look at this. 2 nice spikes. Beautiful. I can't wait for that thing to be fully bloomed out. Probably in another month. What else do we have here? Oh, so I had to get rid of a maxillaria I had back there. It was beautiful. It was one of my favorite, actually. It was a fairly large growing one. It just got to the point where it was so out of control with the mealybugs, and they had gotten down inside the leaves, and I just, no matter what I used, I couldn't kill them with 7. I couldn't kill them with Bayer 3-in-1, so in the garbage she went, unfortunately. I hate to do that, but when there's no other solution, I can't have all my plants getting infected. So here's something in bloom. There is a Fred Clarkiera cross. Take a look at that. That is an SLC cool treat. Beautiful orchid. Not fragrant. Here is another Fred Clark cross. This is BLC Izumi Charm times BLC. Guess what? This one is now, the blooms are faded out, but this thing, it was super, super, super fragrant. would smell up half the greenhouse in here. So nice, lovely plant. And got my Laelia down there. And I do have some new plants that I picked up at a recent North Jersey orchid show. So I'll show you. This is one of them here. This is a Dendrobium Wilsonii? No. Dendrobium williamsonii, sorry. And you can see there, it's got two nice little buds there. So any day now, this thing should be blooming out. You can see the nice, cool looking black hairs on this. These type of orchids generally like to be kept warm all year long. I do cut back a bit on the watering, but not that much. These type don't require so much cutting back on the water. Oh, look, there we go. Looks like there's a bud actually inside top there. So that is a new one that I recently picked up. Lots of new growth on everything. Here's the Bulbophyllum phalaenopsis. You can see the new growth on there. I picked this up from Waldorf's Orchids. They are out of South Jersey. Beautiful plants. All right, what else? Got some clippings there from some Hoyas and things like that I had taken recently, so trying to get those going. Let's see. What else? The fountain's doing great. I'm happy to report that has kept the greenhouse really warm and humid. I have had no issues with really even having to use the other heater. I did, however, lower the temperature on this guy. I keep the set point at about 82. I found that 86 was just too much to really keep this thing heated that high. It was basically running all the time, and I figured it was better to not have it be running all the time, but just intermittently. So all right, what else? So up here, this is a new acquisition. Seem to have dropped the tag. This is Dendrobium pendulum. So you can see there's actually a bud on the very end. I don't know if you can see it there. So I'm hoping to have that flower out soon. Oh, here's a tag. This is on the wrong one here. There we go. Dendrobium pendulum. This is an Andes orchid. What else? Here's a new acquisition. This is cool. This is a Aspasia sylvana. Never heard of it. I picked this up from Equigenera. They just had a pop-up show over in central New Jersey. So I decided to pick that guy up. I believe this gets yellowish flowers, but we'll see if I can get it to bloom. What else? Oh, here's a cool one. This is a Thrixspermum subulatum. So this is a really, really cool one. Take a look at the leaves on this thing. Thick, waxy leaves. It's got actually a couple buds developing. You can see there's a bud there developing. There's another one. I guess it can flower this time of year, but I think it can also flower at random times of the year. You can see there's some more buds up there. So hopefully I get that guy to flower out. What else? Oh, here we go. Here is a Phalaenopsis schilleriana. Take a look at this beautiful thing. Look at that. 2.5 foot flower spike. Super long leaves, pattern nice. This guy I won at an auction that we had back in the fall, and it's just doing fantastic. So can't wait to see that finally bloom out. There's another cool Phalaenopsis. Very cool colors. Look at that. Thought that was somewhat unique looking there. Kind of like a peachy pink color with some deeper pink center leaves. And what else do we have? Some new growth down here. You can see that this thing's growing out nice. Some other nice growth there on the Cattleyas. Here's a nice one. Take a look at that. Kind of hidden up in the back there. Nice peachy leaves. That is Cattleya Caribbean. Nice, beautiful blooms. As always, my... Oh, yeah, there you go. My Phragmipedium. Beautiful looking. And again, you know, since I've been using that RO water, I don't know if it's just me, maybe the combination of fertilizer, you know, I've been able to keep it around 200, 250 parts per million. You can just see like all these pseudobulbs are really just like looking fantastic here. Cannot complain. When I first got this plant, it was doing okay. Some of the pseudobulbs were shriveled a bit. Since then, it's put out new growth. You can actually see there's some new growth there, and the pseudobulbs just swelled up, looking fantastic. All right, over here, got the variegated vanilla, regular vanilla. This guy's doing great. No complaints there. Here is, let's see, Leptodes bicolor. You can see there, it's got lots of new growth on it. It's been doing fantastic. This guy's actually in bloom. If you can see the yellow flowers there. This is Chlorophthalus gryobi. So it seems to really love that spot. Super small flowers. It's a faithful bloomer. This is doing well. My terrarium. I do really like that the temperature controller here that I did one of my previous videos. It's a temperature and humidity controller, and it's actually been working very well. I find that it saves me on filling up water as much because it maintains it based on temperature and not frequency. You can see there's a small little flower on that. See if I can focus on it. This is a Scaphoglottis fusiformis. Yeah. So everything's been doing really well overall. Can't complain. Gotten through pretty much most of the winter. Again, this fountain has been really working out well. So I do plan to actually turn off the heat once once the warmer months come. I'll turn it off, and especially during the summertime, I'll let this run just as a cool fountain, just to still help with humidity, keep the humidity up. But I do not plan to keep it heated. It gets pretty warm in here. Even with this window up here, keeping this window open in the summertime, it still gets pretty warm in here during the day. So, all right. Well, I think that's it. Other than that, I'm just looking forward to spring here. Cannot wait for warmer temperatures. Can't wait to start gardening again. Messing with the fruit trees. We're actually expecting a nice little cold wave briefly over the weekend here. So I think it's supposed to go down to like 3 degrees Fahrenheit at night. So, oh, I know what I'll show you real quick. So one last one that's blooming. You can see here it's got multiple spikes on it. Still waiting to fully come out. Look at that cool little flower. Nice little yellow. That is an Epicattleya Jackie Bright. So, yep. Got that off a buddy of mine. It's doing really well. All right. So, yep, like I was saying, cold wave's going to come through. We get through this one, I think temperatures in the northeast United States are going to start to really warm up. I can already see the crocuses outside starting to come up, which is a great sign that winter is slowly winding down. So, although we did see the groundhog today, so I don't know. Hopefully not 6 more weeks of winter. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching, and as always, please feel free to comment with any suggestions, any questions you have about growing plants. What's this? What's that? How do you do this? I'll try to answer whatever I can. Again, I'm not the plant god, but it's a fun little hobby, and I'll share my experiences with you and anyone else any way I can. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching.